Hey, it's the movie reviewer with the movies of April. Yes, the movies of April, all five of them which I've seen. All five of the movies that I saw in April. In order of my viewing pleasure: Godzilla X Kong, The First Omen, Civil War, Abigail, and Challengers. The order in which I anticipated the movies of April: 5 through 1, the order that I was actually looking forward to watching these. Challengers. Challengers was one of those movies that I finally gave a chance. I wasn't expecting much. I gave it a chance. Number 4, most anticipated. Probably Godzilla X Kong. I just hadn't really enjoyed any of the Godzilla franchise that I had seen, and I haven't seen a Kong movie. But I was going by the trailers, in which all of a sudden Kong had what looked like the Infinity Gauntlet or a bumblebee arm that was wide enough to fit around his fist. All the humans were talking about upgrading Kong. How are they going to upgrade Godzilla? Turn him into Dragon Zord? Number 3, order of anticipation. Order in which I wanted to enjoy these movies. The First Omen, I have the first Omen, the prequel to the Omen franchise. I hadn't seen any of the other Omen movies, so I walked in pretty blind and wanting to give it a chance. Number 2, the order in which I was anticipating these movies: Abigail. I think I finally got her name consistently right. Yes, Abigail. A vampire ballerina. It's a cross between Dracula and Wednesday Addams. Sure. And the cutesy innocent gimmick kind of gave her a dose of Megan as well. Number 1, the order in which I was anticipating these movies: Civil War did a grand job with its trailer of selling a great movie. It looks like a great political action drama. Without a dose of the deliberate comedy that is being written into a lot of action films these days. The order in which I saw these movies, the order in which I wanted to enjoy them, the order in which I anticipated them, the order in which I looked forward to them. Now, the order of enjoyment. The order of enjoyment. Number 5, Challengers. Bravo to Zendaya for keeping up her streak where I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be playing a protagonist, but her protagonist is just so unlikable that you can't possibly root for her. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes of Zendaya carrying on an emotional tennis match between two best friends that absolutely has to last the span of 13 to 14 years. Long after these guys are supposed to be adults and she's actually married to one of them. While she may or may not harbor feelings for the other. Number 4, order of enjoyment, Civil War. I can't decide if Civil War is trying to be political drama or accidentally comedic action movie and just how hokey and outlandish it is. Maybe Civil War doesn't know its story either. Number 3, order of actual enjoyment. Godzilla x Kong. Godzilla and Kong are buddies now. The human race is cheering them on. It's what would happen if the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon got turned into a movie. And the writers were thankfully smart enough to either write out Godzuki or replace him either with Kong or consider the baby Kong the Godzuki character. Number 2, order of legitimate and actual enjoyment. Abigail. Hey, I'm 3 for 3 on getting her name right, finally. The trailers for Abigail sold us a horror movie. What Abigail was a dark comedy. And almost a sophisticated parody versus the Scary Movie franchise. Number 1 in the order of actual enjoyment. The Omen. Whew. Whether you want to look at The Omen as a horror movie or look at it as a drama about the religious zealots versus humanity, you've got a pretty powerful movie on your hands. It was actually almost enjoyable for me. The Omen. The first Omen, excuse me. It's literally called The First Omen. It's supposed to be the prequel to the franchise. Well, that's a lot of movies last April, and there's a lot of room for debate. What did I get right, and where did I go wrong, fellow cinemaphiles? I'm Kent Brindley. I rate the movies so that you can make up your own minds. I'll see you soon.